Actually April the 3rd, 2017, and this is the reading for the week and the card of the day. So let's just jump into it. As you can see, these are the cards that I pulled, and if you know the format of how I do the videos, you actually will use your own intuition to pull a card out of these three. And sometimes I usually do four, but I'm doing three tonight. And this right here, card right here, I already turned it over, is actually the card of the day. So let's get started. This right here is the cleanse card. Let me see if I can get it to show without this glare being in it. It says your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean your house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. And so this card really hits home for me as well, because that's what I've been trying to do. I've actually noticed that my body has been trying to purge a lot of different things out. I love sweets, of course. That's my weakness. It's my weak spot. And so lately, I haven't been really craving sweets. My body hasn't been really wanting me to eat sweets. And so I've been eating a lot of fruits or whatever. I've been eating stuff like grapes and things like that, and apples. But when I do have a taste for something, I probably drink something like chocolate milk or something like that. But lately, my body has been just purging out all the bad stuff, and I've been doing a herbal tea that I do. And so but this card right here is just telling you it's time for you to cleanse your body, time for you to cleanse your soul, your spirit. You might be feeling down, and you might be feeling weighed down, because the foods that we eat really do weigh us down spiritually, emotionally, physically. I mean, it does it all. And if you ever fasting, or if you ever just cut back on your food, on your intake, you will see how much lighter you feel. And for some people, like for me, I've said this before in another video, some people can be vegans, and it's not a problem with that. And some people, like for me right now, I don't think I'm meant to be a vegan, but maybe later on, I'm not sure. But right now, in my spiritual process, my spiritual journey, it's not meant for me to be a vegan, or even a vegetarian. So I do still eat meat, but I do know that my body sometimes actually just wants to pull away from all that heavy stuff. And so every month I try to do like a 3-day cleanse, where I just eat nothing but fruits and vegetables and drink fruit juice and water. And so and I said I'm gonna try to do that at least once a week as well. But for me, I can't just do strictly fruits and vegetables. I can't be a vegan, because I am always in the clouds. And if I was to just go strictly vegetables and fruit, then I would be loopy, just walking around loopy all the time. And so it's getting better. It's not like it used to be at all. So I know I can go a little bit more towards the route, because when I did my 3-day cleanse, I actually felt good, but I didn't work out or anything. So I don't think my body can take working out and trying to do that yet. So, but my body is steady evolving. But right now, I mean, I do still love my meat, but there are some days or whatever where I want to eat stuff that's lighter meat, like fish and stuff like that, and seafood. But it's no problem. I mean, don't feel bad too. Like if you are, I know this isn't really on the subject of cleanse, but I know some people tend to bash other people if they're not, and I said this in a video in the past before, that some people tend to bash people if they are meat eaters, if they are omnivores. And it's nothing wrong with being a vegan, nothing wrong with being a vegetarian, nothing wrong with being an omnivore. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just where you are in your journey. If your journey is calling for you to eat nothing but vegetables, to be a vegan, then fine, that's fine. If your journey is still calling for you to eat meat, I mean, that's fine too. I mean, because every living thing, nothing lives for itself. And so our bodies are made to eat meat, so we can eat meat, and we can eat plants as well. So I mean, it really does not matter. And don't feel bad if you are, and if people try to put you down because you do eat meat, and they're trying to bash you, because I've seen threads where people say you're not on a spiritual journey if you're not being a vegan, and it's nothing wrong with that. But you can be on a spiritual journey, you can be a vegan, you cannot be a vegan. It does not matter. That has nothing to do with your spiritual journey. It's just where you are in your stage, and you should never think that you're better than the next person. So that being said, let's get back to this card. This card just telling you need to cleanse. You need to take time. If you look at the card now, you'll see the lady. She's actually just, I feel like she's just laying down, and she's just, it looks like water is just flowing through her, and she's just in the clouds, and she's taking time for herself. She's really cleansing her body. That water, the representation of that water is cleansing her soul and cleansing her spirit and her body. And so the stuff that we consume needs to do that as well. So do look up some things or whatever to help detox your body. I do this herbal tea that's this detoxing, and I also do apple cider vinegar every day, and I do lemon water now. And I don't try to eat as much junk as I used to, but sometimes I do have those days where I really really want something sweet, and especially it's Easter time now. But cleanse your body and cleanse your soul, and you will notice too when your body is more cleansed, then you're able to tap into your abilities more. You're more in tune. You're more in sync, and it's so much better. So this card right here is the card of the day. This is the card for everybody. This is spirit just telling you, take time to cleanse yourself, cleanse your body physically, your body spiritually, your body emotionally. Purge out all those feelings that you have. If you have some harboring feelings that you have against someone, or you need to just let it out. Purge those feelings out, because when you hold on to those feelings, you're toxic. You're toxic yourself. You're not cleansed. So this right here is just telling you to cleanse your body, cleanse your soul. And so it's pretty much what the card and pretty much what the spirit is telling you. So this card is for everyone. This is the card of the day that's for everyone. Now let's get into these 3 cards. This is where you're going to actually pick the card. You're going to use your own intuition. And I'm going to turn, let me see, I think I can come out a little bit more. You can see the 3 cards in the view. I think I'm going to turn it this way. Yeah, okay. You might have to, on this video, actually flip your phone around, because I just flipped the cards around so you can see it, see all the cards lined up together. But this right here, these are the 3 cards. I'm going to put this card right here. That's the card of the day, cleanse. These right here are the 3 cards that you're actually going to use your own intuition, your own spiritual guidance. You're going to ask your spirit guides, ask spirit to help you get whatever message you need to get for the week from one of these 3 cards. One of these 3 cards is meant for you. If you're watching this video, it's meant for you. It's meant for someone. And so use your intuition to pick your card. So we're going to jump into how we usually do it. So I want you guys to close your eyes. I want you to take a few deep breaths in and out. While you're breathing in and out, I want you to ask spirit what card is meant for you. Now I want you to open your eyes. And the first card that you see, the first card that your eyes went to, you were drawn to, that's your card of the week. That spirit telling you that that's your message for the week, along with the card of the day. So spirit is telling you you need to cleanse yourself. And so let's see what goes along with you cleansing yourself. What comes up for the rest of the week after you cleanse yourself, or while you're cleaning yourself. Excuse me. Okay, this is card number 1. So if you pick card number 1, it's find your center. Now let's see what it says. Okie dokie, I'm trying to get it so I can see it. Okay. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So this right here is telling you to find your center, find your inner being. And for you to be able to find your center, what do you need to do? If you have a lot of stuff going on and you're weighed down by the things that you eat or your emotions that you have bottled up, then you can't find your center. So you need to cleanse yourself first. Today, start cleaning yourself. Start this cleanse. And so the rest of the week, so this is your card, find your center. So you can find your inner self. You can find your center. And it's just telling you that once you find your center, all the answers are there. Once you get in tune with yourself, you find that inner peace, the answers is there. As you can see in the card where the lady is, move this card away. You can see with the find your center card that the lady is actually, she has her eyes closed, and you can tell in the picture that she's finding peace. She's going inside, she's going internal, she's going inward, and she's finding that peace, and she's finding herself, her true being. And so this card is telling you to do that. It's so wonderful to find yourself and to find your center. And you can do so many more things when you do. If you are trying to work on your spiritual abilities, you can do that. You can get in contact with spirit better. when you know yourself and you are in tune or in sync or in line with God, with the universe, or whatever term you want to use, then you know what, anything that you want to manifest will come. And that's what I've been working on too. I've been working on a lot of law of attraction things, and I kind of slacked out for a minute, and I have to start back because I noticed when I was doing it faithfully, and you have to do this constantly. This can't be something that, if you're trying to manifest things into your life, this can't be something that you think you're going to be able to do like overnight and it's going to happen overnight. No, because you have a delay in between things. So it's a constant thing you have to do. You have to do it like clockwork, and I was doing it like clockwork, and I was seeing some things happen, some things manifest into my life, and I have to start back doing that. There's a lot of different audios I listen to on YouTube, or things that I've signed up for to help you calm your mind and meditate, and things to help you get rid of fear, and a lot of things that happen with manifestation, for me at least. It's a lot of fear-based things that come up, and so when I let those things take over, like if I don't do this on a regular basis, then those fear thoughts, those thoughts of it's not happening, when you put your attention on that and you let those fear thoughts take over, then therefore, you can't manifest what you want. And so I'm starting back doing that or whatever. I did this new thing where I watched this video, and this guy gave you some good pointers on how to help manifest things. I mean, so many different videos. You can go on YouTube and look up the law of attraction, look up the law of attraction, look on how to manifest stuff into your life. I mean, you can manifest whatever you want into your life, and but you have to find your center. You have to, if you as you excuse me, as you can see, she's aligned with the universe. She's aligned with source. She's aligned. She's finding her center. And once you do that, once you align with the vortex, she's aligned with the vortex. And the vortex is where everything that you want is inside the vortex. Everything that you can possibly need and want, and you ask source, you ask God, is in your vortex. So she's aligned with her vortex. She's found her center. And this card right here is telling you to find your center so you can align with your vortex, and so you can get what you want out of life. I mean, it's so much stuff going on in the world right now, and we don't have to suffer. And a lot of us suffer, and we want to blame someone else. And it is a lot of stuff going on, and things that we can't control. But it's things that we can control, and we can manifest the things that we want. We just have to do the internal work. And if we don't do the internal work, no, it's not going to happen. Some people are just easy at manifesting things. They don't have that fear factor inside of them. And if they do, they know how to turn it off. And they're just normal. It's just easy for them to manifest things. Some people, it takes a little bit more time, a little more energy. And for me, I'm one of those people that take a little bit more time, a little more energy, because I have some, like I said in a past video, I am healing my inner child. And a lot of us have fear-based thoughts that comes up from our past, our childhood. And so, those when our brains were being imprinted on at a young age, those fear thoughts kind of carried over into our adulthood. And so for me, I have to be able to heal that part of me for me to be able to do the things that I want to do. And I'm working on that now. I'm just a work in progress, just like everyone else. And so, if this is your card, find your center. This is spirit telling you to find your center, align with your vortex. It's there. Whatever you want, if you want that house, if you want that car, if you want that money, if you want that job, if you want that guy or that woman, if you're looking for your soulmate or one of your soulmates, or if you are looking for you and your twin flame to get back together, it's there in that vortex. You need to work on yourself, cleanse yourself, find your center, and it's there. And once you align with source, it is there. Don't let fear take over at all. So that is the card. If you pull, find your center. So put that card back down. This is card number 2, Soul Solitude. Let's see what this card says. It says, let me get this clear out the way. Okay. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for a soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. So this is saying soul solitude. So after you cleanse yourself and you're cleaning yourself, it's time for your soul to take a break. It's time for you to take time for yourself, not just from the outside world like the card said. You need to just take time from from everything. Take time from all of the things you have going on in your mind, all the commotion you have going on in your mind. Go out in nature. If you need to find solitude, go in nature, go in your backyard, go to the park, walk, listen to some calming music, meditate. I mean, whatever you have to do to get there, to find your inner peace. All of this is pretty much the word peace. Peace and love is the main concept of everything. And so I'll say peace a lot, even though the card clearly says soul solitude, or the other card said was finding your center, but it's still all one. The main meaning is finding your inner peace, you're finding yourself. So take time, cleanse yourself, take time for yourself. Don't worry about what you have to do tomorrow. Take that moment, get off your phone, get off the internet, get off of Facebook. Take time, unplug if you need to unplug. And for me, it's hard for me to unplug a lot because I do a lot of things online. But when I do unplug and I do go out in nature, I'm just I'm at peace, and I can just go sit in my backyard and just sit in the chair and just fall asleep. But take that time for yourself. You need to be able to enjoy life, enjoy yourself, enjoy being one with yourself. Don't worry about anything else. Take time for your soul. Your soul needs it. Your soul, you owe this to your soul. We take care of our physical bodies all the time, but we do not pay attention to our soul. So your soul needs this solitude. Your soul needs peace and quiet from all the humanly commotion that's going on. Your soul is saying, please, please, please unplug me. Please give me a break. Let me be able to come get in nature. Go walk around the grass with no shoes on. Become one with nature. Talk to the trees. Talk to the animals. Listen to the birds. And nature is nature is a really big place. I mean, for you to be able to get out and just unplug from everything. I mean, and it's easy when you go in nature. It's just so easy to let go, because your soul just knows what it wants. Feeds your soul its food. That's your soul food. Your solitude is your soul food. So once you start cleaning your body and your mind and purging all this stuff out, as far as this card telling you to do, the cleanse card is telling you to do for today, once you do that, you're going to be able to find that soul solitude that you're looking for. Go out in nature. Do the things that I told you to do. And you will see that you will be at so much more peace. So Spirit is telling you to find solitude. Do this for your soul. Your soul is telling you this. Your soul, your spirit guides. If you pick card number 2, that's because your soul and your spirit guides and spirit is telling you this is what you need. Look, your higher self is saying, look, girl, look, guy, I need a break. I need a break from reality, from what you perceive as reality. Let me check out of here, and let me check into what really is. And you will see that you will be in such a better place mentally, physically, emotionally, and just do it. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Do it. You will see the benefits of it. Trust me. I promise you, you will. And once if at the end of this week or whatever, come back to this video, come back to this post, and let me know how your week did after you did your cleansing and you did your soul solitude, or you found yourself and you found your center. Let me know how your week was. Let me know how you felt. Was it good? I'm pretty sure it was. And so just let me know. Just leave a comment at the bottom of this video. So that was card number 2. Now this is card number 3, support. Now, this card says support. So if you picked card number 3, support, it says people come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return, often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. So this right here is saying that you have your support system. I mean, people come in and out of our lives. We have soulmates that come in our lives. Once we're done with the soul contract, they leave and they go and they continue their life, and whoever else they meet, their soulmate, or if they've reincarnated with their twin flame. We have people that are friends for a season, not friends for a lifetime. I've had friends in my life where I thought they were going to be friends forever, but of course they weren't. They were just friends for a season. And I have friends that I've been friends with forever, and I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. And so we have those souls that's in our soul family, our soul group. We have that support. And if you need support in cleansing yourself, if you need support, ask your family and friends. Ask for support. If you need support from these loved ones, from these people that are in your life, they're there for a reason. They're there for you. They're there to help you. Ask for them. Ask for their help. I'm sorry. Ask for their help. Actually my phone had actually cut off, so I was in the middle of talking. I had to restart this video. But yeah, this is a support card again. And these people came into your lives for a reason. We all come into each other's lives for a reason. We reincarnate into these families for a reason. It's lessons that we have to learn. We picked this life. Well, we probably didn't realize that we picked the life that we picked when we signed up, but we asked God for these lessons. And so then he put us into these lives that we learn these lessons, but we either gonna let these lessons make us or break us. So ask these people for help, ask these people for support. If you need support mentally, you need support, even if you need support financially, if you need, I mean, your family, your soul family is there to help you. You're not doing it, as long as you're not doing it, to get ahead, or if you're doing it with spirit and not doing it with ego, then it's fine to ask for support. Don't just go asking for help because you just want to freeload off somebody, and that's even emotional. Don't be an emotional vampire. But just if you need help and you need support, ask for it. People are there. Don't be afraid to ask. And that's the thing with me too. I'm always afraid to ask people for stuff if I need it, and I tend to hesitate or don't do it. And you never know. I mean, you're always gonna get an answer. It's always gonna be yes or no. So don't be afraid to, if it's no, it's no. If it's yes, it's yes. And if you need that support, ask for help. These people are in your soul family. These people are your support system. If it's your twin flame, if it's your soulmate, if it's your pet, if it's your mom, your dad, your cousin, your brother, your best friend. These people are in your lives for a reason. Ask them for help, and I'm pretty sure you will help them when they need it as well. So if you pick the support card, this right here is just telling you that you might be having a hard time doing what this card is asking you to do, which is cleanse. You might need someone to help go to the gym with you. You might need somebody to help motivate you to get you together physically, and spiritually. You might need if you're religious, a pastor. If you're spiritual, you might need to find someone that's in your soul family. Find someone that's in your surroundings that that think the way that you think, that believe the way that you believe. And trust me, if you ask, and you will notice, like for me on this spiritual journey, I live in Mississippi, and it's hard to find people that are not really, that's not just strictly religious images in Mississippi. So, because I live in a Bible Belt state. And so it just amazes me when I find people that are open minded and that think on the same level that I think on, but they're afraid to say it because they're afraid of what people are going to say to them. And when I start talking to them and tell them my story and tell them about me and tell them about my journey and how I am and what I believe and how I'm a medium and all of the things like that, they tend to open up and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I found someone. Like one of my neighbors, I talked to her last night. We had a good conversation, and she actually has some gifts of her own that she's afraid of. But I mean, she has some gifts. She's actually talked to my twin last night, and I had a little crying moment last night because some things that came through that he said to her, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. But yeah, you will be surprised. You will meet people that are on your same wavelength. You just have to be open, be willing. And people tell me, you're so brave to be able to tell people that you do this and that you're not this and this and that. I mean, I wasn't that person. I was afraid. I was ashamed to tell people. I was afraid of my gifts. I was afraid of being wrong. And I'm not always 100% right. But I know that I'm constantly learning and I'm study learning, and I've came a long way. And so the biggest thing that I've learned about with my gifts is that I had to stop being afraid of being wrong. Because when I let that fear take over of being wrong, then that's when I was wrong, or I ended up being wrong because I was letting fear take over. I didn't let spirit take over. But once I relax and let spirit take over, then you know what? I get more correct answers. And so you just have to trust spirit and trust your guides and trust yourself. And the big thing, trust yourself, because we can have faith, and I do have faith, complete faith in my spirit guides and my twin, and the archangels and all that. And I have complete faith in them, but sometimes I lack faith in myself. So I have to have faith in myself to be able to use my abilities to help others. And that's just a part of learning. And I've came so far, and I'm study growing, and I just can't wait to see like where I will be next year. And I'm happy when I help other people to be able to open up their gifts and open up their abilities. And because we all have some kind of ability, people are just afraid of them, and you can't be afraid. Once you deny, especially if you're being really called to do this kind of work, and you're denying that part of yourself, when you're denying that part of yourself, you're not being whole, you're not being true to yourself, and you're not fulfilling your true duty, your soul duty on this planet. So, you know, do what you need to do.